This is Ananda, and this is the card reading for the week commencing the 14th of July 2025. So I'm going to use this deck as I've been using for the past few weeks because I found that it's really lovely. I really like the energy. So I'm just going to take the cards out and a little booklet as well. And so what is the energy coming in for us this week? And also I was just reminded yesterday that we're going to have Mercury retrograde, and that begins on Thursday, I think. Is that, yeah, 14, 15, 16, 17, that's the 17th. It's either the 17th or the 18th. Okay, so and what that means is that it looks, Mercury is, it says it's called retrograde because it revolves around our sun a little bit faster than we do. So at times it looks like it's kind of going backwards, but it's not. Just from our perception, it looks like it's going backwards, but it's not. But it can cause disruption to communication. It can cause disruption to electronics because Mercury rules communication and a lot of electrical things as well, and including all our electrical impulses in our bodies and also the brain, because it's the rule of Gemini, and that is the first air sign in the Western zodiac. Okay, so just be mindful. It's also a time where if you have to sign contracts, you have to be very careful that all the I's are crossed and all the T's are crossed and all the I's are dotted. So you have to go through everything with a fine-tooth comb. Okay, so just to be mindful of that. However, we're going to have our card reading for this week, and you may find that what happens as well is we are invited to revisit things which we may have thought were done and dusted and complete, and it's like another layer of the onion, or another sort of spiral in the whole sort of cycle basically. So it's usually a good idea to have time to calm down and slow down. Yes, so what's the energy coming in for us this week? Yeah, we have 3 cards. Give us an idea. Okay, I'm going to split this in 2, and which it's the right side. Okay, I'm going to shuffle that again and split it unless something flies out. And again, it's the right side for me. And I'm just going to separate it because they're just 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards, and see. Okay, it's the middle one. And this is the first card, Divine Mother. I think last week we had Divine Father, and it's to do with taking action. So that's the first one. Reminds me of an orchid. And what is the second card? Oops, something flew out. Oh, okay, well, this is what showed up. Shadow work. So sometimes Mercury retrograde will bring stuff up like this. Yeah, it's not always challenging. Yeah, it could be something very loving. Okay, so hold the intention for that. I love how that almost, it looks again like an orchid, because sometimes when you look at orchids, it look like a little face. Sorry, this is the video is what's showing me. It's mirrored so that you can read the letters, but it's yeah, it's not quite. I'm finding it difficult to work with it, so it looks like a little face as well. So, and what is the third one? Okay, split it in 2. Left hand side, right hand side. It's really searching for the cards, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's this card, Inner Child. Oh, okay, well, shadow work, inner child. There's sometimes we really have to go back to the time of childhood where, you know, we develop our ideas of whether we've been loved or treated well by our family or our parents, or So I'm thinking of the negatives, and it's not necessarily that. Sometimes there's huge positives, and that's where our concept of acceptable love, or how, acceptable behavior comes from, or how we, and the gifts that we were given unconditionally by the parents as well. So sometimes I think perhaps with this, what feels, we need to remember all the love that came through for us when we were children. Amidst all the challenges, that our parents might have posed to us, it's also remembering all the love as well, even in the littlest ways, that we were wanted and we were loved. Even if your perception may say, no, I wasn't really wanted, I was a mistake or whatever. No, it feels like we need to reconnect to that part, those memories where there were lots of good times and there's lots of love, and bring it into the now. Okay? And I think maybe the shadow work is about changing perception. Alright? And as this is also a time of communication, or disrupted communication or miscommunication, we really need to be very mindful of that. Yes, I'm not very good at that. I have to make sure I be really careful what I say, how I say it as well, and what I'm thinking. Sometimes my brain is moving at a certain speed and my mouth can't keep up. Okay, so I'm going to read the intention for the Divine Mother, which is the first card. Okay, and you can have a look at it and the energy that comes through. They're gorgeous. The intention is connect with the unconditional love, creativity and protection energy of the Divine Mother, and embrace your divine feminine aspects. The key energies are creativity, love, protection. And the message is open your heart to the nurturing presence of the Divine Mother. Feel her unconditional love surround and uplift you. Connect with the energy of the Divine Mother and allow your divine feminine aspects to awaken. This awakening brings forth creativity, compassion, and a deep sense of protection, which is really great if you're part of a community, or you want to create a community, or you want to strengthen a community. This would be really, deep sense of protection, of taking care of the community, of protecting the assets of the community and the rights of the community. So all can thrive. Trust in the Divine Mother's loving guidance and know you are held and supported as you embody the sacred feminine power in all aspects of your life. The Divine Mother isn't just for women, it's for all of us, and whatever age we are as well. We all carry the feminine and masculine energies. It's like yin and yang, the push and the pull. Okay, and last week, I think, if I remember correctly, it was Divine Father. This week is Divine Mother. Unconditional love, compassion, protection. Like a mom and a mama bear protecting her cubs. She can get pretty damn ferocious. And perhaps we can do it in a kinder way. In a kind way. And that works very well with inner child. Perhaps we need to be compassionate to ourselves and give ourselves time to get back to that inner creativity, that awe and that wonder, and how magical it was playing with our friends and make believe, or even seeing sprites and elementals and spirits and talking to the flowers or talking to the butterflies. It's that feels also that the veil is thinning, and the capacity for us to connect with nature. And it's in the northern hemisphere, it's summer, so there's going to be lots of these elementals around as well. And just giving thanks for them, because they help to keep our earth and our trees and the plants healthy, and they take care of them, and they give a lot of love, and that's very supportive for us. So shadow work. The intention: with the power of love, transform your fears, doubts, and insecurities into opportunities to grow. Oh, very much so for this weekend for me. Last weekend, no, I'm sure there'll be more. So the key energies are transformation, integration, and oneness. Shadow work is about loving and accepting all aspects of ourselves, whether they're amazing and we're very proud of them, or the things which we kind of want to hide. Yeah, and so it's time to open up the box and have a good look, love and accept ourselves. You can use Ho'oponopono for that. It's wonderful. The message is, through the power of love, embrace your entire being. Realize that all experiences are gateways to profound transformation. By facing your shadow, basically it's that which is hidden deep in the subconscious. That's why it's shadow. It's difficult to see. Yeah. By facing your shadow, you integrate all aspects of yourself, turning challenges into opportunities for growth and self-awareness. In this process, you step into a state of wholeness and oneness, where every part of you is honored and empowered, and it brings such healing, wholeness, bringing you back to a whole. You're bringing that, and it can be really, really profound. Because especially if there's been trauma, yeah, and you might want to get some help with it. Someone help you to bring back those aspects of yourself which got sort of shoved, so that you don't experience the trauma fully in your body if it's really, really awful and really, really difficult. And sometimes it's to do with abuse. Or if you received a lot of rage and anger, even if it's not necessarily physical, but it's mental and emotional, it can be very tricky, and you may find that that aspect of yourself needs to be loved and retrieved and integrated once again. So inner child, the intention is connect with your inner child and heal the playful, innocent aspects of yourself. The key energies are joy, innocence, and healing. Hence, I really love the colors. Very joyful. Reminds me of citrine. Very joyful stone again. Message: reconnect with the pure, joyful essence of your inner child. Allow the energy of original innocence to bring lightness and wonder back into your life. Through this connection, old wounds can be healed, and you can rediscover the freedom to play, dream, and create. Embrace the energy of joy and magic, and know that your inner child holds the key to deep emotional restoration and boundless happiness. Okay, so here are the 3 cards, and it's really about becoming whole again, retrieving aspects of yourself, using, embodying emotional unconditional love for yourself, getting help if you need it, bringing wonder back into your life. A lot of mothering and care. Okay, so I hope that's helpful, and have an amazing week. I think it's a week of introspection, a week of slowing down a little bit. Yeah, if you have deadlines, fine, continue to go towards them, but make sure you have time out to also have a rest, so that you can think or connect with what's happened through that day, and anything that needs to be loved can be loved and acknowledged, and then can be made wondrous and magical. Alright, so thank you very much for listening and watching, and have an amazing week. And if it was useful, please give it a thumbs up. And I do also readings one-on-one through Zoom, but yeah, please share with your friends. It'd be great to get the messages further afield. Okay, thank you very much, and namaste.